Hey guys, how's everyone doing? My name's Shu, and if you're watching this, you've probably seen my all spells good ending speedruns of Kingsfield the Ancient City, either here on YouTube or live on Twitch. Well, that's what this video is about. Today I'll be showing you a trick you can do in Kingsfield the Ancient City to prevent fall damage. I'll be telling you about how I discovered this trick, how to do this trick, why I dismissed it as useless initially, and the changes that happened that made it into the most game-breaking glitch in the history of Kingsfield 4. Enjoy the video. I first discovered this trick over a year ago, when I noticed that you could cancel the fall damage from this fall if you grab this dragon flower at the right time just before you hit the ground. This was a nice little trick to save a couple of seconds and a heal, but wasn't all that big a deal. However, it did get me thinking, are there other places that this trick could be used to save even more time? Well, if you could only do this trick by picking up an item as you fell, that's not exactly versatile. But what if you could do this trick another way? When you pick up an item in Kingsfield 4, it plays this little animation showing off the item that lasts until you press X again to clear it. My theory was that this animation is what caused you to avoid the fall damage when you picked up the item. So, was there an item that you could use from your inventory that would allow you to get a similar effect whenever you want? Yes, magic crystals. Magic crystals play a similar animation to picking up an item when you use one either from your inventory or using the shortcut button. This means as long as you have a magic crystal in your inventory, you can perform a fall damage cancel anywhere. Now, this is exciting and all, but where does this actually come in handy? There are kill boxes all around the ancient city and the central tower that prevent you from falling down anyways. Sure, you could use this trick to prevent fall stun, but that only saves about a second. The only place that anyone could think of where this would be useful in a speedrun was the well in the expedition camp at the beginning of the game. You normally need over 130 HP to survive this fall, which is much more than you have that early on. In All Spell's good ending, you need to backtrack to this well once you have enough HP to get a water crystal that's inside. So now you could avoid doing that, but no, turns out that doesn't really matter, because you would need to backtrack to David Bunch's shop to buy a wind crystal anyways. So from this point on, it looks like this cool trick I discovered was doomed to be useless. Until now. Recently, user Almar on YouTube discovered a breakthrough trick that can be used to skip over half the game by falling from the beginning of the 3rd floor of the ancient city all the way down to the end of the 2nd floor. By baiting the snake enemy over to those stairs, you can walk onto his head for a height boost. These snakes have a behavior where they backstep away from you to avoid attacks, so by abusing this, you can maneuver your snake back to this wall, turn him around by standing on this dead body, then walk him up the steps to a spot where you can clip through the wall and fall right past half of the entire game. So, I went to test this myself. After 15 minutes of punching snakes and failing, I finally got to the spot at the top of the steps where I can clip out to the area below. Time to do the fall damage cancel. Nope. No. Too early. Too late. There. It works. Game broken. But man, this is hard. Fall damage canceling is a frame-perfect trick, where you have to use the magic crystal the frame before you hit the ground. This means you have a 1/30th of a second window to make your input. Too early or too late, and you die. Doing this using the shortcut key is the fastest, but extremely inconsistent. At this height, you begin falling extremely fast as you near the ground, making it very hard to time it properly. Luckily, you can pause buffer as you're falling and just use the magic crystal straight from your inventory. For some reason, you can't pause while you're falling down the well, mentioned earlier, but here it works fine. By pause buffering, you can advance the game one frame at a time to get the timing down exactly. When using a crystal from your inventory, you'll use it the frame after you unpause. This means that you want to be paused 2 frames before you touch the ground for the correct timing. For some reason, whether it's just me being bad at it or something with the game, pause buffering is really hard in Kingsfield 4. This means it can be really hard to pause on the right frame, and I often accidentally go past the one I need. However, this is still a fair deal easier than the shortcut method, even if it is fairly inconsistent. Kingsfield speedrunners are no strangers to frequent resets, so if this becomes another reset spot, so be it. But it doesn't stop there. So there I am, practicing the third floor skip, and I decide to try to do the shortcut method. As I said earlier, it's much harder, but it is faster since pause buffering is pretty slow. So I start practicing using a save state I made earlier. Too late. Too late. Wait. What? What just happened? I didn't use the crystal, but I'm still alive. How could that... Oh? Oh. No way. That'd be too stupid. Seriously? Yes. Seriously, yes. I forgot to switch my shortcut item to the magic crystal, and because of that, I found something insane. As it turns out, if you heal the frame you hit the ground, you can heal past the fall damage. This means that you don't even need a magic crystal to cancel fall damage, you just need any healing item. But it gets better. Since you need to use the magic crystal the frame before hitting the ground to cancel the fall damage, but use a heal on the frame you hit the ground, you can effectively have a 2-frame window when pause buffering to pull it off. As long as you have at least one crystal and one healing item in your inventory, you can choose which item to use depending on what frame you paused on. So, if you're paused 1 frame before touching the ground, use a heal from your inventory and you'll use it on the next frame as you take the fall damage to cancel it. If you're paused 2 frames before touching the ground, queue up the magic crystal in the inventory and then you'll use it in the next frame to also cancel the fall damage. With now 2 different pause bufferable ways to cancel fall damage, this skip and other future fall damage cancel uses that may be found are extremely consistent. Me and the other Kingsfield 4 runners are going to be looking to reroute around to the 3rd floor cancel, as well as other similar places where we might be able to take advantage of the fall damage cancel. But with this discovery of the 3rd floor skip and the new and improved fall damage cancel, my awesome, useless trick I found over a year ago isn't so useless anymore. Thanks everyone for watching the video. Please leave a like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. Down in the description is a link to my Twitch channel where I stream my Kingsfield 4 speedruns and other games, as well as a link to the Kingsfield 4 leaderboards on speedrun.com for you guys to check out. Also, there's a link to Almar's original video where he found the 3rd floor skip, so go check that out too and send some support their way as well. Anyways, thanks everyone for watching and I'll catch you next time. Peace.